Hi everyone, welcome back to another one of my videos. This one is not a duel. I was requested by a few people to make a walkthrough of basically the whole dungeon of Malistaire's lair. So I'm starting at the very beginning. When you first get to the area that you enter the instance, you get to have a little dragon ride, and then go ahead and go in. Alex Jade Rider is bringing two of his wizards with me to make it go a little faster. I wanted to use a wizard I haven't usually done a lot of videos in, so I used Autumn Lightgem, who is my life wizard. I have not quested in Celestia on her yet, so she's still level 50. Running through here a little bit, you go through quite a few different rooms before you actually get to any mobs, but I really like the setup in here. I like all the lava and all the different cave type setting instance type of things, and basically there's just a lot of running around and fighting mobs. It might get a little boring for people that have seen this many times, but like I said, it was requested that someone wanted to see the actual entire thing and not just the boss fights. So you run through all these areas. This was an accidental little fight here. Alex got caught. So we fight these lava wing guys and basically just keep running through. I like this instance probably the best out of any of them. I don't know why. I don't really get too excited about how dark Dragonspire is, but I just love everything to do with the fire and the lava and all that kind of stuff. So we get rid of this mob. We keep running through. There are ways to skip different mobs. You can sneak past some of them and avoid fighting them all because they really don't drop anything. There's not anything necessary to really do, but this is another mob. We went ahead and fought these just so people could see what's in here and what kind of different things to fight. I skipped a lot of the middle stuff in a lot of the fights, so basically you'll just see the beginning and then the end when we take them out and keep running. They have changed some things in here since the last time I did it. I haven't been in here for a long time. I didn't really have a reason to come in here. All my wizards had their end of Dragonspire gear, so I didn't really have a need to come back in here, but I decided to go ahead and do it so people could see the actual dungeon. I'm not sure if there's a video on YouTube at all that shows the whole thing, so here you go. Like I said, you might get kind of bored with these fighting of the mobs, but it's not really that bad or that good. A lot of these you can skip. People go through and with more than one person in here, someone will go ahead and get in a fight and the other one will sneak past to the next mobs, and they'll flee and then come back and then do it again with the next one. So that is another option, but I went ahead, since I was going to go ahead and make this little walkthrough, I went ahead and just did it all. So you'll see Alex's other wizard come in here in a minute. What used to happen is you needed to have at least 3 people. There were some crystals that you'll see here soon that you had to activate, and a person had to be at each crystal to get it activated for Malistaire's door to unlock. And I guess, I'm not sure when, but that has been changed. So now there's only 1 crystal, which you'll see in a little bit. There's Jade Rider. We're getting ready to get to the other fights. I think it'll make it a little bit faster too, since I brought my healer. I don't really have my Grandmaster spell yet, so I don't have an AoE to get rid of these guys fast, and they just put on storm shields anyway, so he came at the perfect time. Here we go. Get rid of these guys. They all have storm shields, so that really kind of was a bummer, but they'll go away eventually. This used to be a lot harder at the end for a little while. I do have a video up of the enhanced Malistaire battle, which had some interrupts. It was really, really a challenge. I know a lot of people liked that. I actually liked it a lot. But it was changed because it was extremely difficult to set up and do, and I know a lot of people just did not want to put forth that much effort just to end a boss fight. And I know a lot of the younger players, just really it wasn't a good idea for them. What I would love to see is if they made instances with a difficult and easy setting, so you could choose to go ahead and finish your quest, on the easy setting, and then go back and for a little bit of a challenge do the hard setting. You get to ride this little elevator up. It shows a little bit of the dungeon. You might have to pause or slow it down if you want to see something, because to fit it all in I had to do it at this speed. These are the first two bosses that you meet in here. Most people have seen them. One looks like exactly like the Ani in Crimson Fields, and the other, he's fire, and the other one is ice. So we're basically just going to get rid of them. I was actually cracking up at the end of this when I looked in my backpack, because in every single fight I got the drop for a life wizard, which has never happened on any of my wizards in one run. That kind of made me laugh, because I get the ring, the thame, the Malistaire cloak or whatever you call it for the life wizard, I don't know. The outfit is what girls might call it. So that was kind of funny to me because of how many times I had been through here trying to get those things on all my wizards, and they all three dropped at the same time. Alex's fairy is slowing stuff down here a little bit. I guess she thinks that he needs some healing, which makes my job kind of useless, but I'm just kind of here for the ride and to go through. He does most of the hitting of everyone, so I don't have to worry about that. Take out the two mobs here, then there's the boss. I think each boss has 7,000 health, so it's not really that difficult, especially since Alex brought his Storm Wizard. It was going to be really a fast run. Thinking back now, I should have really brought mine. It would have been even faster if we just had two Storm Wizards go through and get rid of it. This is the part after this next boss that you have to have the crystals and run through some caves, and as you'll see in a minute, of course, I ran the wrong way and aggroed some mobs, and it was very interesting, but we got through it. It was no big deal. I'm just giving everyone a little bit of a heal, so I feel like I'm actually doing something in here. He knows that I am recording, so I went ahead and did all the running, which usually I don't do. This is the next boss. Again, this is the ice one, so it's a little bit more difficult. There's a trick, I don't know if it's still in the game or not, but usually in a dungeon or in an instance, if you get to go first on the very first mobs, you usually get to go through going first each time. So I didn't think about it at the time, but if we would have restarted the instance, we might have been able to go first in all these fights. It would have been a little bit faster. But I don't get to play as much as I used to, so I forget about that kind of thing. These guys use their tower shields a lot. Alex called them tower noobs because that's what people in the arena say when someone is shielding, which is kind of stupid, but everyone has the things that they don't like about dueling, so I thought that was funny. It gets a little bit boring. Like I said, it's just a lot of fighting different things and getting rid of everyone to get to the actual lair that Malistaire is in. I can't remember exactly how many fights it takes to get here if you don't skip. I think I counted maybe 7 different fights before you actually get to Malistaire. They've changed the fights right before Malistaire too. There used to only be 1 dragon to fight, and now there are 3 or 4 depending on how many people you have, I guess. I'm pretty certain that they probably changed this because people like to do instances solo a lot of times, and when you had to have 3 people to do those crystals, it pretty much made it impossible, and I know that upset a lot of people that like to play on their own and just do things by themselves and have some fun when they just wanted to relax a little and do it on their own. So I think that's kind of a good thing. It didn't really bother me one way or another because I kind of like to play with other people, but it would be interesting for me to go back. I'd like to go back on my Death Wizard, since most of the end guys are death anyway, and just see, you know, what happens and how fun it can be now that I know that I only have to have one person to do these crystals. And I keep talking about the crystals, but you'll see them in a minute. People that have been in here before, this is not really anything new, but I know a lot of people have maybe not got here yet, or haven't paid for this part of the game, so they would like to kind of see what it is. There are probably a lot of Malistaire boss fights posted on YouTube, but I'm not sure if there's an actual one of the entire thing, so why not? Here he goes. He's out here in a minute. 7,000 health and tower shields to make this one take a little bit longer, but he's gone, and it's time to go ahead and open the other door. Here I go to get lost, so should be interesting. I might have cut out a little bit of it. He's telling me good luck because he knows I get lost everywhere I go. What I was doing was looking for the crystals. There used to be 3 crystals, one at each boss, and then you'd have to run through this cave to get to the other one. Well, since I don't do any of the running usually on the runs, I went into the wrong cave, so I'm about to get in a fight with these spiders and this fire guy and make it take a little bit longer, but lucky for me, since I have one attack card in my entire deck, I guess a lot of the fight is going to be Alex here in a minute coming to save me from this battle. I'm sure it's not surprising to him that I got stuck. That it's pretty common when I'm running around somewhere. Like I said, in a lot of these mob fights, I got rid of some of the fighting in between and the picking of the cards and just ended, you know, the beginning of the fight and then when we took them out, so it didn't take so long. You don't have to sit and look at everything that we do the entire time. With a Stormlord and a Tempest, this doesn't take that long. Really, any school, it doesn't take very long at all. They all have enough spells and enough attacks to get it done. Like a half hour if you know, don't hurry and don't have to have every single spell set up perfectly. You know, just go through and get it done. It doesn't really take that long. Here I go back to the actual way that I was supposed to go in the first place, which is through this different cave. Getting lost, walking to a wall. No, this is the right one. There is a boss in here. We did skip it. I think it drops a few different things if you like to just see what things are, but we went ahead and skipped that since it's taken us a little bit longer. We wanted to make sure it was going to get in enough time. I love that boss, though. If you go back and look at it, it's one of the Cyclops that looks like, I think it looks like a metal Cyclops. That's what I call it anyway, and I absolutely love that. I know that they have pets now that look like that, and I just absolutely love that pet. It's awesome. There used to be 3 of these crystals, and you would have to activate them all at the same time. Someone would have to stand at each one, and that is actually done now. There's only 1, it seems like. The door unlocked just with that 1, so we're good. Instead of running back through the cave, I just teleported to Alex, and we're about to go ahead and head into Malistaire's lair. See the big guy in action, I guess. You can see him in here. I actually don't know what happened, but right when I got in, I got disconnected. So he teleported to me, luckily, so that we wouldn't have to start over, or I wasn't sure if he had got disconnected too. So I teleported back. We went in the door, and there are now 3 mobs here instead of just 1. The way it used to be, you would have to have 1 person on one side, 1 person on the other side, and beat both sides around the same time, and the door would open. However, I guess they changed it now. They're just mobs outside, and you just beat them both, and you can go in. So that's a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about beating them all at the same time now in a certain time limit. If you would do it one faster than the other one would come back, and you would have to time it just right so they were both out at the same time. That was a little bit harder to do, but not really that bad. You can just wait for the other person and then take them out at the same time. It's really not that bad. We get rid of this guy. Then we'll go over and do the same thing with the other ones. Alex's fairy's worried about him again. She's going to heal him. Makes my job a lot easier. I could just basically sit here and watch and use my wand on a few guys and be done. To save time, I did not put in any really attack cards. I just put in a few healing cards, and I do have the card that's on my outfit, which is the centaur, but I don't even think I've used it yet. It's not really that difficult if you're the one healing. You just kind of go through. This door opens now that those are gone. There's one more mob now. You can see Malistaire up there in that little shiny part. Yeah, it's hard to see now, but these are the last mobs you see before you get to him. I absolutely love those guys too. Or girls, I'm not sure what they are. I guess they're girls because they kind of have on a little dress, but they're pretty cool. When I first got to Dragonspire, I just loved all the dragons and all the different mobs that weren't pigs. Mushu drove me crazy because of all the pigs running around. I was tired of seeing farm animals. After I got out, however, Mushu is the most beautiful world that I've seen so far. I absolutely love it. But when Dragonspire came out, I was so excited to see something different. I come over and look at this rose. I don't know why, but I just really love the stone roses. It was my favorite thing to collect out of all of the different Zeke items. Cyrus comes. He's Malistaire's brother, for those that might not know that. He comes and kind of gets in a little argument here with Malistaire. You can read what they say. You might have to pause it because it is sped up right now so that it fits into the time limit. So they're going to have a little conversation. Malistaire's wife is going to come here in a second. You'll get to see her if you've never seen her before. She's actually in my other video. In the enhanced version that they had out for a couple days, she came to actually help in the fight against him when he went absolutely crazy and was like interrupting and using meteors every other round and taking people out, and it was just unbelievable, but it was fun. So here we go. Malistaire is going to summon the dragon. If it's possible, you might be able to see the dragon eye in this fight. Well, I guess not. There is or was a dragon eye that used to look at you the entire time during this battle with him. It was kind of creepy, but you can't really see it, I guess, from the position of the where we're battling here. Alex is going to take out Malistaire's minions. They get kind of annoying. They do use the vampire, so if you go hitting a little bit here and there, then they'll just heal a little bit back up. It's kind of annoying, so you just take them out. Now it's time to get rid of him. His health is 10,000. He's really not that difficult. He doesn't shield. I never could figure out why the Death Wizards in this game didn't use life shields, but I guess they think they're pretty tough. They don't need it. There's the eye. You can see it now. It is a little bit creepy. I don't know. Some people might not think so, but having that eye look at you is a little weird. We're going to get rid of him pretty quick. Between the boost that I get and the Triton here with these traps, it won't take that long. I love Malistaire's staff. I wanted one forever. They never have it in the game. I guess it's just exclusive to him, but I think it's awesome. If you can see it, it has a dragon on the top of it. It's just bad. I like it. He's going down here in a minute. This Tempest will do the trick. That's about all. The frog's going to come out just to say hi for a second, and that's about it. So that was the entire Malistaire's lair. I didn't skip anything in the running. I just skipped some of the picking of the cards and stuff to make it go faster. He's going to say goodbye to his wife and I guess go and chill. here Cyrus comes back to say good job and that you're done with Dragonspire, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and it was kind of fun going back, so I'm glad somebody requested that I do this walkthrough. I hadn't been in there for a while, so that's the end. If you have any other requests, feel free to leave it on my page. I'll try to get it in here. Thanks, Alex, for the run, and of course this wasn't a duel, but until next time, duel it up.